Hi everyone. So quick story is I have this Buffalo Trace pouring this nice Diamas glass here. So the other day I was in a liquor store by me in New Jersey, and I saw this bottle of 750 milliliter Buffalo Trace on the bottom shelf. I mean, physically on the bottom shelf. Not that I'm calling it bottom shelf, but it was actually on the bottom shelf. Had a little sign attached to it. It said one per customer. One per customer. Not two, but one. And it was $36. Now, so some backup here. A few years ago by me, Buffalo Trace in New Jersey was $28 to $32. That was the lowest, I ever saw it here in New Jersey. Have not seen it that low since. And plenty of other states had it in the 20s, low 20s, and plenty, all the Buffalo Trace you wanted. I saw it there. Then it started to get really scarce here. And when I did see it, the prices were like insane. I mean, I'm saying like I've seen, 50, I saw $70 and even higher. And then finally I saw a price of 44 and I'm like, I hadn't had it in a while. I'm ashamed to say I did get this for 44, but I only did that because I didn't think I would see it anywhere else. And I just figured I want that bottle on the shelf. So this now $36 is the cheapest I've ever seen it since the $28 to $32. But there's a little catch here. I've changed. I think this is a very good lower proof bourbon. I think this is a great starting out bourbon. I think it hits all the classic bourbon notes. I think it's really good, and I'm going to enjoy this pour. But it's not, or no longer, absolutely my favorite. It was at the time. Buffalo Trace, and the makers Mark 46, which still is one of my top ones, were my favorites. I really like this. I think it's good, but it doesn't, it's not like it used to be where I would have, if it was, a few years ago, I would have grabbed that one bottle if I can get it. And I just walked out. It didn't excite me that much. I've had a lot of, I've had better bourbons. I've had better whiskeys. I've drink a lot of higher proof stuff now. Not that it has to be, but my palate's expanded. Even during the time that I've been on doing these TikToks over the last, year and a half or so, my palate's expanded. I've tried a lot of different stuff. I drink stuff I never thought I would have liked before. Now I do. So yeah, this is good. To me, it's not great. It's good. And it certainly is a really good lower proof bourbon, but by no means is it, my favorite. And I said, wow, I actually walked out of the store and didn't buy it. I've changed. That's not to say that I'm not a knocking Buffalo Trace products. Believe me, there's a lot of Buffalo Trace products I wish I can get by me. They're just, you just don't see them. E.H. Taylor, don't see. When you see it, I mean, we're talking $200 and north of that. Ridiculous. I haven't seen a Stag. I bought a Stag Junior one time when it actually was Junior. Haven't seen it. I would love to, buy that. Finally got a, Eagle Rare, and I spent definitely more than I wanted to, but it wasn't as bad as some other places. But not knocking Buffalo Trace at all. I was plenty of them I would love to buy. But this particular one, which is the flagship, it's good. But the point is that I've noticed that I've changed. And whereas I would have just definitely grabbed that just because I'm like, oh, we got to have another bottle. I have halfway done here. If I finish it and I don't replace it, life's going to go on. So it's really good, but just the point is that I've expanded beyond it. And there's just a lot more than just, these basics. And taste change, your palate changes. That's not to say I may not go back another time and say, you know what, I do want one. I just think bourbon whiskey journey is an evolving process. You change with it, and you may find that over time you might go back to something that you liked once. You might not, but I don't think a lot of people don't stay stagnant. I think as you try more stuff, I think you'll evolve into different tastes, and sometimes you like stuff, sometimes you don't. It's an evolving journey. So, cheers. And the key thing is there's no right or wrong. Everyone's palate's different. What I think is good, you may disagree. And when I think's not good, you might disagree on that too. This is a really good pour, and it tastes really good in this Diamas glass. And right now I'm enjoying this, but there's just so many choices out there. And some of them are at good prices, at a very fair prices, and some aren't. So it's up to you to decide what you think's right for you and what you enjoy, and there's no right or wrong. Cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.